Time for another meditation, I think. So, one of the ways that we can interrupt these patterns, one of the techniques, this technique that we've been doing with the breath, it's really a technique where we are placing our attention on something that's going on right now, in the present moment. And so the breath is always a useful anchor for this attention, because this breath that you're having right now, it's only happening right now. So if your attention is on this breath, then your attention is out in the present moment, absorbed, aware of something that's going on in the present moment. And it's not in here, where there's all the whirring and whizzing and thinking and planning and evaluating and judging and all that stuff that happens in here. Instead of being in your head with your world and your life and your problems and all that stuff, temporarily we're placing it on something else that's going on in the present moment. And breathing is one anchor, but there are lots of other things you can focus on. You can focus on sound or music. You can gaze at a candle flame. You can sit outside and just allow the wind and the sound of nature. Just allow yourself to be aware of all of that. But there's another very powerful technique known as a body scan. We're just going to do a relatively short, maybe 15 to 20 minute version of that. And what I'd like you to do is maybe stand up, stretch for a second. And then as soon as you're ready, if I can invite you to take your seat. And once again, sitting up straight. It's probably even more important in this one to make sure you're alert. It's very, very easy to fall asleep in this one. So if you can, make sure you're sitting up straight, comfortable but alert. I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze and soften it. And just invite you to take a deep breath in. And let it out. Just allow your body to rest, to settle. Allow your attention to rest on the next breath. Perhaps just noticing the sensation of the air, or your body moving as you breathe. And I'd like you to start to notice and just very gently become aware of your whole body. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Noticing the big sensations. Noticing the subtle sensations. Now I'd like to invite you to direct your attention towards your left foot. Just noticing the sensations. If you're wearing shoes, just noticing where you can feel the pressure from the shoes. Noticing where you can feel the floor. And looking closely at what that sensation really feels like. Not just that you can feel it, but looking at it really closely. noticing what type of sensation it is. See if you can be aware of your big toe. If it helps to wiggle it slightly, just wiggle it very gently. Your other toes. The ball of your foot. The arch. The heel. Noticing that even in that small space of your foot, there are masses of sensations that you can be aware of. And then moving up your leg to your ankle, noticing your calf, your shin, moving up towards the knee. It's a very vulnerable joint. You may have aches and pains or injuries. See if you can avoid thinking too much about that and see if you can just notice what sensations you feel. Then moving up the upper part of the leg. Maybe you've got a hand resting on your thigh. Maybe you can feel tightness of clothing. Moving up towards your hip. Now just allowing your awareness to settle, noticing the whole of your left leg. From your hip to your toes. You may even feel energy, like a flow, up and down the leg. If you find your mind racing, wondering why we're doing this, or thinking about something from your life, just notice that that happens. The mind is restless, the mind is wandering. And just see if you can refocus back on your body. Just allowing your awareness to settle on the sensations you feel. Now moving to the right leg, noticing your right foot. Can you feel the big toe? Little toes. Ball of your foot. The arch. The heel. Noticing the top of your foot. Moving up to your ankle. If you can feel your calf, your shin. Noticing where perhaps you can feel clothing and where you can't. Noticing the knee. Moving up to your thigh. See if you can just rest your attention, noticing all the sensations from your hip to your toes. And if the mind wanders, just notice that it's wandering, and once again, see if you can just relax into just the pure awareness of your leg. And moving up your torso, aware of your belly, aware of your back. Noticing if you're holding tension here. Don't actively try to let it go, but just maybe breathe into it. Sometimes just by acknowledging and noticing the tension, it'll let go by itself. Maybe moving up to your chest, your shoulders, moving down your left arm, from the shoulder to the elbow, you may be able to feel your arm where it rests against your side. And just see if you can distinguish between where you feel that in your arm versus where you can feel that in your side. Then aware of the sensations of your forearm, your wrist, then your hand. Very sensitive fingertips. Even if they're not touching anything, you can often feel the tingling. Just resting your attention gently on all the sensations in your left arm. Then moving your attention to your right arm, from your shoulder to your elbow, down your forearm, noticing where it's touching things and where it's not. Your wrist, your right hand. Noticing each of the fingers and your thumb. So much information being sent to your brain. Not terribly important or urgent, but it's all real time. Each of these sensations is only happening right now. So by paying attention to these sensations, you're placing your attention in the present moment. And then noticing your neck, your head, your face, Feeling the sensation of the air on your lips or in your nostrils. Noticing the sensation of your tongue in your mouth. Your lips. I invite you to take a deep breath in and let it out. In your own time, when you're ready, open your eyes and come back into the room.